Okay, children, good morning. Today is the third day we are handling the chapter All by Electricity. Okay, now see here, since it is the third day today, I have explained a small part of it to you beforehand. Then the next part. Today I will explain you all the third part of the chapter. Okay, so when you see all the three videos together, you will understand the chapter very nicely. Okay, now where did I end here? I had ended yesterday that Captain Nemo is showing Dr. Aronnax a clock where he is saying that the clock gives the submarine light and time for the whole day. That is also Captain Nemo's invention. Okay. Now coming up to the next. Another application of electricity, this dial before our eyes serves to indicate the speed of the Nautilus. An electric circuit connects it to the propeller of the log, and its needle shows me the actual speed of the engine. Look at the moment we are moving at a moderate speed of 15 knots. So there is a dial there inside the Nautilus which shows Captain Nemo that the speed at which he is moving underneath the water, the speed of the Nautilus. Okay, this machine is also run with the help of electricity. So much of electricity is being produced that so many machines are being run inside the Nautilus. Okay, it's amazing. Now what did Dr. Aronnax say? It's amazing. And I can see, Captain, that you are right to use this agent which will only one day replace wind, water and stream. So one day this electricity, Dr. Aronnax is saying, one day this electricity might replace what? Wind, water and stream for him in the water. Okay. We haven't finished yet, Dr. Aronnax. So now Nemo is saying we haven't finished yet. Said Captain Nemo, getting up. And if you would like to follow me, we will visit the rear section of the Nautilus. There's one more section. The rear section means the section at the back. The rear section of the Nautilus. I followed Captain Nemo like an obedient student. Now Dr. Aronnax has become a student of Captain Nemo because he is saying so many things which he is amazed that Captain Nemo is such a great engineer. Okay. Soon a door opened onto the 10-foot kitchen situated between huge storerooms. There are huge storerooms inside the submarine. Okay. And a 10-foot kitchen there. All the cooking was done with electricity, even more powerful and obedient than gas. Okay, so here cooking was being done for Captain Nemo. Okay, and who was doing the cooking? All electricity, more obedient than gas. Why? Because sometimes when the gas is on for a longer time, what happens? Our food gets burnt. Here, no burning, no overboiling. Okay, whatever is needed, only that much. And huge storages of food are also there within the Nautilus. The wires under the cookers evenly distributed and maintained the heat over the platinum plates. The electricity also heated distillation devices which used evaporation to provide excellent drinking water also. Electricity also heated distillation devices. You all know distillation devices? Devices which are heating water. Okay. Which are used to evaporate and to provide excellent drinking water also. Near the kitchen opened a bathroom. So after the kitchen, he came up to a bathroom. Okay. Comfortably laid out with taps providing hot or cold water also. Okay, so electricity here is producing hot and cold water, both at will, whatever they want. After the kitchen came the control room. So here comes the main room. What is that? The control room. What is the control room? 16 feet long, but its door was closed. So here Nemo doesn't open the door because this is where is his excellence and he doesn't want to show it to Dr. Aronnax. Okay? Because Nemo is very proud that his engineering is done here and he is the master of the Nautilus. Okay? And I could not see how it was arranged, which might have told me how many people were required to operate the Nautilus. So Dr. Aronnax could not see the operations here. How the operations are being done could not be seen by Captain Nemo showed him everything. But the brain of the machines, the brain of the Nautilus was kept in dark. He did not show him that. At the end was a fourth watertight division separating the control room from the machine room. A door opened and I found myself in a chamber where Captain Nemo, certainly an engineer of the first order, had installed his machinery for locomotion. Locomotion means movement inside the water. So Captain Nemo, he did not open the control room. He straight away took Dr. Aronnax to a small room inside from where he carries on his locomotion, his movement underneath the water. That engine room was brightly lit and more than 20 meters long. It was divided into two clear parts. The first obtained the devices for producing the electricity and the other the mechanism for transmitting the movement to the propellers. So there were two machines. One was taking up the electricity from the water and the other machine was transmitting the total electricity to all the small machines which were there within the Nautilus. I was in complete awe and surprise at the power of this new agent called electricity. This new agent called electricity, why? Because electricity from within the water, which we people never thought of in those days, but Jules Verne in those days had thought of extracting electricity from the water and running a wonderful machine called the Nautilus, the submarine Nautilus. So this 20,000 leagues under the sea, when you all grow up, when you read, you will find it really amazing, children. So this is the chapter. Okay, so the total chapter I have explained you all. Okay, and see here I have got some reference to context and some question answers. Okay, yesterday I had given you all question number 1, 2 and 3. Today I am sending you all question number 4 and 5, and we will be doing 2 and 3 reference to contexts also, which I will be discussing with you all in your live classes also, and I'll send you all in your WhatsApp and Google Classroom also. Okay, children? So this much for today. Okay, thank you.